Welcome to Sunday Money. So happy to have you with us, joining us here today. I am with Poppy. Poppy's back, ladies and gentlemen. We're so happy to have Poppy in the studio with us. And I want to say thank you to O'Reilly Auto Parts, also brought to you by Hercules Tires. And thank you guys for joining us. We have a special guest here today.
It's Poppy.
Poppy is also our special guest.
No, she's the special guest.
Well, people wanted to see her. She's doing well. And we have Alex Bowman with us today, filling in for Corey LaJoy. Hi, Alex Bowman.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Look, now you're going to be people are going to be able to see you. Right now, it's just, there he is.
Oh, there's me.
Alex Bowman, you are here to hang out and help us out because we have breaking news in the world of NASCAR. Corey LaJoy is a father.
That's terrifying.
Woo!
Congrats to Corey, but if I were him, I would be absolutely terrified.
Yeah, so he texted us last night and said her water broke. I can't do the podcast. And we said, okay. And I immediately tried to find my buddy Alex and said, I need a favor. This is a big one. Can you please come? And you said yes. Thank you.
I said yes, then Kelsey said no, and then I called Kelsey and made Kelsey say yes. So
because you're not supposed to reach out to the drivers directly, are you?
But you do anyway. Yeah. But we'll forgive you. But so
Corey's a dad.
Her water broke, and he immediately texted you.
Yep, we were the first ones.
Like, why was that the reaction? That I need to text Daryl.
He's very dedicated to this podcast. He said, guys, her water broke. I'm probably not going to...
He's like, Kelly, hang on a second. I have to text Daryl. We cannot go to the hospital yet.
Yeah, he said, Kelly's water broke, so I doubt I'll make it tomorrow. I'll make it tomorrow.
Yeah, you might have more important things going on. Not real sure, but probably.
Well, so she did all the work. She had the baby. Kelly's doing great, we've heard, and the baby is doing well.
Doing great.
You want to announce the name?
It's a boy. His name is Baby Levi.
Levi Ronnie.
Levi Ronnie LaJoy.
Okay.
Is that a good name for a race car driver? Levi. We don't have a Levi.
Yeah, so Levi Jones, 7 or something time USAC National Sprint Car Champion there. My teammate when I raced midgets, Levi Roberts, another good open wheel driver.
Good race car name.
Yeah, it's a great name.
Now, this is what happens when you make a baby, ladies and gentlemen. They're here. We do need a Poppy update because people have been asking, Lauren, so give us the full rundown. What's new with this bundle?
Well, she's 6 months now. She's very talkative. And that's it.
And hungry.
Very hungry.
She looks very tall. Doesn't she look tall, Alex?
Yeah.
She got her height from me. Nobody knows how tall I actually am. So.
A lot of drivers are doing the baby thing right now. Some of your
not
people.
Me.
Not you.
Me.
But you've seen a lot of bababies come out now.
No, I haven't seen any babies come out.
I'm saying with race car drivers, have you noticed anything different with race car drivers because you've known a lot of these guys before they were fathers and then they become fathers. Do you notice anything different?
I haven't really been around. I guess Larson a little bit.
Sure.
I don't feel like much changed there.
No.
Tyler Reddick. Maybe he's grown up a little bit. I guess we'll wait and see.
It's early.
It's early there. But, it's great for them. Not for me, but great for them.
Congratulations, Corey. That's what we wanted to say. Well,
we're very excited.
We have a lot of topics to get to today, so we're just going to get into it. Lauren, start us off. What do we got?
Well, I don't know, Daryl. You're the conspiracy theorist here.
Coronavirus. I don't want to talk about it, but she said it's on our list.
We don't have to talk
we can
about
talk
it.
about it.
That is the top subject on your topics list right there, so I feel like it has to be talked about.
It was just the first thing that came to mind.
How about coronavirus in regards to athletes? I like that. That's a little spin on it. They're saying that they might keep reporters away from you guys. So it would be like a race weekend. The fans will still be there, right? But the reporters are not allowed to be as close to you guys. How do you feel about that? Is that a good thing? Will that be a nice break?
I don't know. I feel like, I can't imagine. I guess Formula One's going to some places without fans. That's got to be super weird.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing that, and I hope it doesn't get to that point for us. But I think, we're going to do whatever we have to and take whatever steps are necessary. I don't know what will or won't happen. It's kind of hard to say. With the amount of people that we have in each company in the sport, and then with all the fans that show up, the reality is somebody there's gonna get it at some point, probably.
Is it really hot in here? I feel like it's really hot in here.
Oh man,
Daryl's been coughing.
Do you have Corona Light?
Sorry, go ahead. No, we shouldn't joke about it. It is going to be something that's going to affect daily life. But my question was, they're canceling festivals. Coachella, done.
Ultra.
Gosh.
Ultra in Miami, South by Southwest, done.
Yeah.
You're a festival. You like music. You do the music stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not like a music festival guy.
You were at Warped Tour a couple times. You
I mean,
said-
like Warped Tour, but that's not like there's a big difference between Ultra and Warped Tour.
yeah, glow sticks.
Like you don't put glitter on your face
No.
and like wear a bikini top or something.
No,
And
I feel like people at Ultra just wear nothing.
right.
But yeah, that's not really my scene. Warped Tour was definitely my scene, but yeah, it's definitely gonna affect everybody in some way. And definitely hope for the best for everybody affected by it.
Well, in this studio, there's two different thoughts. So Lauren has not prepared at all. All we have done
I did buy toilet paper.
Oh, you did buy
Why?
toilet paper.
That's it.
Why-
Well, we needed toilet paper.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like coronavirus is coming, I'm gonna
No.
go buy toilet paper.
But they say if you get quarantined, you have to like stay in your house or something. Toilet paper is kind of a necessity.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I mean, your choices are run out, and then every time you use the bathroom, you have to jump in the shower.
Yeah.
I guess.
And who knows if our water will even be.
Yeah, the water's gonna run.
You never know, Daryl. You're the one that's making this into a big deal.
No, so
I think we're all just gonna get a
Wait,
little cough and
you're-
it'll be over.
I mean, we're all in North Carolina, so like half of the houses here are on wells. Is your house on a well or city water?
I
Do you
don't
know?
even know.
she's
I
out
don't
in
think
Belmont.
so.
She's
I
out
live
in the
the
country.
hood, but
If you're out in the country, chances are your house is on a well, so your water is probably gonna run because it's just coming from the ground underneath
Maybe.
you,
With
unless the
cor-
power goes out.
with coronavirus in it. Now, we stocked up on food. That's all I've done to prepare. We have a lot of extra food just because, like, why not?
What kind of food did you get? Because I went grocery shopping and I'm like, I don't really know what to get.
So canned food is good, right? You want
Yeah.
canned food?
you're just gonna be eating beans.
No. So I'm gonna have her make we have a big pot, like this big, as big as Poppy.
Mhm.
We're gonna make a big thing of chili, freeze it. You know what I mean? So just fill up your freezer with any of that stuff, so you have a freezer full, and then canned
Are
food
you a
for the rest.
doomsday prepper?
No, but you're not gonna want to be 20th in line at Publix when people are freaking out.
I'll tell you what,
gonna
McDonald's is still
suck.
going to be open. They are not closing McDonald's.
I mean,
I will get a 20-piece nugget if I have to.
if we're being honest here, I ate nuggets by myself on Christmas.
Aw.
So, I mean, I was going on vacation with my friends the next day, so just Christmas was a little
Yeah.
lonely for a little bit, but that's okay.
So you're not preparing at all, is what we're finding out. You're
I
not-
mean, no, not really. I feel like
It's an election year, Daryl. Don't you think that that's why they're blowing this up?
oh
I don't-
wow,
Oh boy, we've
Come
turned
on.
political.
I should not have
Alex,
come on.
accepted this podcast.
Who are you voting
request.
for in 2020, Alex? Who are you? Do you want to put your name in the?
I'm gonna write my own name in. I want to be president.
Okay, well that's what's going on with Corona. I didn't want
Yep.
to talk about it. It makes me sad. Speed Weeks at Daytona. There was a big announcement. Did you see this announcement?
Yeah, it's shortened up.
Zoop. How you feel?
I think that's pretty neat because it was kind of shortening itself anyway, with it going to impound a couple years ago and stuff like that. So the on-track activities got shorter, and then it left this like odd break right in the middle of it. So we would all go home. Some people would stay, and then you're home for like 2 days, and you turn around and go back, and it's like, why do we need that dead space where nothing's happening? So, yeah, I think it's cool. The Clash being under the lights on the
Sure.
road course, it's gonna be pretty nuts. We're gonna be doing like 240 miles an hour at the start finish line probably if they don't change the road course rules. But it's gonna be pretty interesting.
Well, you are filling in for Corey, and one of the things Corey does that the fans love is he takes us through his race experience. So even though you probably don't want to talk about Phoenix, can you just give the fans a little insight to what you experienced during that race? They love hearing what it was really like. You know what
Yeah.
your weekend was like.
Yeah, so our Phoenix stuff is always a little bit interesting. The first time I went there with Hendrick Motorsports in 2016, obviously we dominated, shoulda, coulda, woulda, almost won. I've been trying to reproduce that ever since, and just slowly getting a little bit worse and a little bit worse. And last fall we ran really poor. I think we finished like 23rd, 24th, just a really bad day. So we kind of threw the kitchen sink at it, hoping for the best. We were really tight there last fall, so we made the car really loose this race and just hoped that it'd be better. Still weren't very good in practice, but felt like maybe it would race better being free than tight. And we qualified pretty decent, which we tend to do there. And we started the race pretty well. I think we finished 6th in the first stage. We were a little tight right in the center of the corner. And right at the end of the first stage, I felt like the PJ1 that they had sprayed down on the racetrack had started. It kind of like peels up. It almost like roll itself up like a fruit roll up.
Okay.
And it was doing that, especially getting into turn 3. So the entry to turn 3 was getting slicker and slicker. And we started to fall off and lose some pace right at the end of the first stage. And instead of focusing on where we were getting really loose on entry, I was like, we still need to turn the center better. Bad call. should not have done that. Because we got really, really loose for the next couple runs. All stage 2, we were really, really bad. Fell way back in the field. Stage 3, we got the car a little better, tightened it up a little bit, had some good pit stops, had some really good restarts. There at one point, we got all the way back up to 4th just based on good restart after good restart. Problem was we got to 4th and we had like 15th place speed, and we were in 4th place, so we were just getting run over. Just kind of got run over and beat around the last couple restarts and ended up 14th. Lost like 4 spots on the last lap, so that wasn't good either. But it was a frustrating day. I feel like when we won Fontana, we were really strong in Vegas as well, and everybody kind of was like, oh, you guys are so good this year, you're going to be good every week. I'm like, well, we need to make sure our short track program is good because that's where we really struggled last year. And I think we were better than we were last year on the short tracks, definitely better than we were in the fall at Phoenix, but not where we need to be by any means. And we need that consistency each and every week. I wish our short track program was as strong as our intermediate stuff. So kind of felt like I let some hometown fans down just based on wanting to run well there, but not the worst day. Still got some good stage points and ended up not awful, but would have been nice to have a solid top 10.
That would have been good, huh?
Too bad.
Coulda, woulda.
Yeah.
Bummer.
When you go to the
good.
meeting on Monday, or I guess it's Monday or Tuesday, right?
Tuesday,
And
yeah.
then, so you made the call on one of those.
Yeah, I
calls.
was like,
do they say
loosen it up.
in the meeting, like, well, that was your call, driver?
No, so I think that's the nice thing about kind of how Greg and I work together. There's not really ever a time he second guesses me, and there's not really a time that I second guess him. Would have been really easy for me to be like, hey, we shouldn't have pitted in Las Vegas. We probably would have won that race. So it would have been easy for him to be like, hey, you should have told me to tighten you up, and you'd have been just fine in Phoenix. So we don't really do that. We sit down and talk about why we feel like we went that direction and what we can do better in the future, but we don't point fingers by any means. And we went to the simulator and ran through the 4 setups from our teammates and kind of identified why I felt like the 9 was a little better than us, which was good because sometimes you kind of throw all the teammate setups in there and can't really tell the difference. And felt like there was a noticeable difference, and really just he went the direction of being tighter. So we just were too loose.
Lauren, when you see all the drivers on Twitter, like, getting behind my sim at my house, and it's like the 3 little screens.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a simulator thing with Alex once. It was 3 movie theater screens.
It's not even 3. It's just one big curved one.
But like that big.
Yeah, it's huge.
And they get in it, and it looks like they're like in a cockpit of an airplane, and it goes like, and like shuts down, and they sit in there, and the whole thing's going
You dramatized
crazy.
that a lot.
I thought it was incredible. I didn't know that even existed.
We should put you in it. You should drive one.
But you would do some testing.
Daryl thinks he could do it.
I could be a race car driver.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I couldn't
he's
be a race car
convinced.
driver.
Yeah, I mean, so there was a point in time that we were doing some podcasts, and there was some really good race car driver that's won a couple cup races here over the last 2 years. He's won like 6 of them that you were saying wasn't very good and that you could do better than. Do you still feel like you're a better race car driver than Chase Elliott?
I said Chase Elliott was overhyped, is what I was saying.
How many races has he won in the last 2 years?
Now he's like
Killing
Stella.
it.
He got his groove back.
Killing it.
Sure.
But for his beginning, he was rough. He was having a rough time. And that kind of brings me into your story. You're on a roll right now.
I don't know about that.
But a lot of people had been you probably felt that from the press and people saying like, oh, Alex Bowman. When you get that second win, do you feel like, okay, now people will shut up? Or do you feel like you never really had people
No,
on your case?
I just feel like the way my career went, my career path kind of, I don't know if it's the way I carry myself or kind of the way I am about things. I don't feel like the people that think I don't deserve the ride I have, like there's nothing I can do to change their mind. I could win 10 weeks in a row, and some of the riders out there aren't going to change their mind. You know, it is what it is. But you know, I feel like my team has a lot of faith in me. My car owner has a lot of faith in me, and I have a lot of faith in myself, and we're going to go out and win a bunch more. So that second one was definitely reassuring. Need more than that, though, for sure.
Yeah. I've been a Alex Bowman supporter since the 80s. I
wasn't alive then.
Yeah.
No, but for real, like since the beginning, and Lauren might find it surprising. There was a time where you had told me, I think I have to move back to Arizona. I think this is it. I think I'm done racing in North Carolina. And you were serious.
For sure.
You were like, my career's done. I'm going to go home.
Yeah, I mean,
And that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, I mean, like 5 years ago,
Yeah.
4 years ago, for sure. I feel like, so you look at Corey, and he does a really good job of, like, keeping a positive attitude, and, like he maximizes lower level equipment and does a really good job with that. But he also tells a story really well while doing that. I just kind of kept to myself and said, I hate this. I feel like I did the same thing, but I was like, man, this sucks. I want to drive something better the whole time. Instead of like telling that story, I don't feel like I did a very good job of that. And like I couldn't get myself to be happy in that situation, because I just wanted to run better, and I just was miserable the whole time. So yeah, at that point I was like, man, I'm just going to move home and do something else, because I wasn't having any fun. I think I probably should have done a little better job of that and done it differently, but
No, because Corey's talked about it too. Some of you guys weren't even getting paid.
oh yeah.
I mean, you don't have to like name anybody, but you went through a similar experience where he's talked extensively, right, Lauren, about drivers that are coming up that aren't even getting paid.
Yeah, I was supposed to be, but there were definitely times that those paychecks that were supposed to be coming definitely didn't.
So on top of that, then you're like not having the results.
Yeah.
You're frustrated. You're living in a state where you don't like know tons of people.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I mean, I think the hardest part about that for me was like, you line up Sunday and like your biggest deal is like, man, I don't want to ruin somebody else's day. And like, I think I cut a left front in the 600 really late with like 5 to go, exploded a left front tire in the middle of the straightaway and got like a debris caution for it. And I think Carl Edwards was leading. And I had like death threats from Carl Edwards fans because he lost that race. Like the tire exploded in the middle of the straightaway. Like I didn't hit anything, had nothing to do with me, but like still you ruined somebody else's day and everybody hates you for it. And I'm like, man, I'm just trying to make a living out here. Like that was the hardest part for me.
That's so crazy, right?
Yeah. Didn't you get fired whenever you were in the Taco Bell drive-thru or something like that?
I'm probably the only, well, I feel like I'm probably not the only person to ever get fired in a Taco Bell drive-thru, but probably the only person to get fired on Twitter in a Taco Bell drive-thru.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
You found out, that's it. And I don't have.
Yeah, I refreshed Twitter and was like, dang, I guess I won't go to the shop today. So.
What did you order at Taco Bell?
Probably like a 7-layer burrito, Crunchwrap Supreme, like 3 soft tacos.
This is before they got you on the Peloton plan, right? Now he's a bicycle rider.
Man, I probably ordered all that and then went and worked on the midget and drank a lot of beer.
Nice.
There was a lot of beer to make up for that.
Which team was this? Or you know?
It was TBR.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
and then so now you're just sitting there working on your midget, getting drunk, eting tacos. When
pretty much.
Sounds like a normal Saturday night to me.
Yeah, except it was like a Tuesday morning.
And maybe people know, maybe they don't. When did you hear rumblings that there was a chance that you, like when you finally took over for Dale, were you hearing rumblings that maybe there was going to be an opportunity for you to get a premier ride? Or when did the call come that you found out, oh, this is for real, this is happening?
Like which time? When he was hurt? Or...
Yeah, because when he was hurt was when you first kind of got tapped.
Yeah, so I was getting paid...
to test, right?
So I wasn't even driving the wheel force car at this point, because at this point the wheel force car was being split between like the Chevy Cup drivers. So I was just driving the simulator. I made like X amount of dollars per day to drive the simulator. So I was in there a lot, and I had,
hours and hours.
Yeah, a lot of time in that thing. And that was back when, like, now we go through changes in the simulator and it's like 30 seconds in between changes. Back then, like, you'd make a run and then it would take 45 minutes to like put the changes into the computer to make the next run. So a lot of boring time doing nothing. But yeah, I did that, and then I had 9 races with Junior Motorsports that year. I was trying to make the most of that, and honestly, I think my goal was to be able to sell sponsorship to have a full-time season with Junior Motorsports in 2017, which I think after the first race that I filled in for Dale, Kelly sat me down and basically said, like, hey, we don't have enough money to run you in 2017. So
Back to Arizona.
yeah, and I'm like, well, dang, I'm going to go. And she's like, I heard you might run Michigan for Hendrick Motorsports in the Cup car. I'm like, okay, cool. And then that turned into like 9 or 10 more races and turned into a wheel force car and then a full-time ride.
Boom.
Yep.
So everyone thinks it's easy, right? People think
It's
you just
not.
show up with a checkbook.
Man,
It's not like that.
So in the start of 2016, I had like all my seats and everything from when I was driving for TBR and BK Racing. And those carbon seats are really expensive. I was selling them to pay rent every month for like the first couple months until I got the simulator gig. And then the end of 2016, after I had started driving for Hendrick Motorsports, I had enough money to buy a house. So it's like, it was a crazy.
Yeah, in a year,
Yeah,
it changed
it
a
was
lot.
it was insane.
Is that? I mean, it got to that point where we were literally selling items on.
Oh yeah, like I had $0, selling everything I owned to be able to pay rent.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys own your own seats?
At that point, I did. I don't now, but yeah, for driving for lower budget teams, like I'm sure Corey runs his own seats,
Mhm.
and I'm sure he builds them himself.
The joy
too.
of seating.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, I would guess most of those guys probably own their own seats.
Well, this all goes to the Daniel Hemrick story. Did
Yeah.
you see Daniel Hemrick's tweet? I'm gonna
I
read it
did.
for you. Daniel Hemrick is
It was a
having
little painful.
Yeah, and I wanted you to
I
kind of
feel
help
him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking we could talk about. Daniel Hemrick's tweet. I'm going to read it right now. You guys can react. Here we go. This is very sad. People are saying all these nice things. I got to find the sad one. Because when you're a driver and you send out a sad tweet, then everyone sends you all kinds of nice tweets, right? When was this? Do we have it?
I think it was like last week.
It was right after the race, wasn't it?
Yeah, where is this? Sad.
I don't know. Maybe we should take a break and you should find the tweet and then.
All right, we'll
come
find
back.
his tweet. We'll take a quick commercial break and come back, and we're going to talk a lot about Daniel Hemrick real quick and see if we can't make his day better.
Clutch Coffee Bar in Mooresville, North Carolina is redefining the drive-through coffee game in Race City, USA. The Clutch experience is fast, friendly, and delicious. Clutch Coffee Bar offers signature lattes and mochas, custom-flavored infused energy drinks, smoothies, and more. You can also order our signature Clutch coffee beans online and have them shipped directly to you. Go to clutchcoffeebar.com or visit our 2 locations in Mooresville, 356 Williamson Road and 154 West Plaza Drive. Power up today with Clutch Coffee Bar.
Citywide to countryside. Whatever you drive, wherever you go, Hercules Tires has the value, selection, and industry-leading warranty to get you there, no matter where the road takes you. Go to HerculesTire.com. There you can find the nearest authorized Hercules retail location to you. Plus, you can use the tire tracker to find out which Hercules tire fits your vehicle the best. That's HerculesTire.com. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
Hi, and we're back with Alex Bowman. Poppy is eating somewhere outside, and Lauren is here as well.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, thanks for coming again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Found the Daniel Hemrick tweet. So it says, been on a downhill spiral for the past 14 months. Made more mistakes in that time frame than I have in my entire time as a race car driver. Yes, I try to stay positive all the time, but this shit is getting unbearable. Can't sugarcoat it anymore. Terrible all weekend. So you were talking a little bit about being in a situation like that as a race car driver when you take a little dip down the sadness road and you start beating yourself up. What happens performance-wise for a lot of drivers?
Yeah, I don't know performance-wise that, like, for me, I feel like I do a good job of not letting kind of the outside world affect me in the race car performance-wise.
Mm-hmm.
But what I will say is, like, I feel exactly where he's coming from, because I feel like we had a similar, not completely similar situation, but when I went to Junior Motorsports, I had like 9 races. I don't know how many races he has this year. But like, you feel like you have to win in those 9 races. And I think I had 2 in 2014. And I definitely, like, 2014, I was like, I have to win one of these 2 races or, like, I'm never going to get another shot. So I understand how he feels, because you feel like you have to be perfect every single time you're in the race car. And then you almost end up trying too hard. You're not in the car full time. He hasn't been in an Xfinity car for over a year, so he's trying to readapt. The Cup cars are way different these days. So it's hard. Like, it is really hard to go into that situation with a team you haven't worked with, not working with them full time, and go be perfect. And you end up making mistakes, and it's easy to get down on yourself. This sport, I've been frustrated ever since Phoenix, and we won 2 weeks ago, and I've still been having kind of a crappy week because we just went and ran not so great. So when things are continually going not so great, it's really easy to get down on yourself for sure.
Ugh.
It's a lot of pressure.
Lauren, we should send him something, like a gift or something like that. What do you think?
Sure.
I don't know. I feel bad.
Like an edible arrangement or something?
Like, do you feel like you want to reach out when you see drivers? Like, Bubba's gone through some public.
Yeah.
Some of them are public and some of them aren't. When you know that a driver's, like, really beating himself up, do you feel like...
I don't know.
Let's say it's one of your teammates. Does Chase have sad days where he walks in and his head's down and you're like, there's sad Chase?
I don't feel like he really does. I feel like he's a lot like me in the sense that, like, if he messes up, he just owns it. Like, if you crash, you have to do an interview right after, because, you know, you get out of the infield care center and there's all of NASCAR media, because that's exactly what you want to do, is talk to them after you just screwed up and crashed, right? But you just own it, like, and then you walk away from it, and it is what it is, and you try to be better next week, and I think he does a good job of that. I don't feel like my teammates do. I feel like they do a really good job of that.
You don't go up to Jimmy and say, don't worry, buddy, things are going to turn.
No, Jimmy's like pro at anything he does in life.
He's the best.
Yeah, it's tough. I feel like the struggles that I've gone through, like the down times and the depression and anxiety and all that stuff, like, I don't really, like, I'm not public about any of that really at all. Which obviously, like with Bubba and with Daniel's tweet and some of the other guys, they've been super public and open about it. So I don't know. It's different for everybody. I've never been comfortable to talk about it open. Like, this is the most I've ever talked about depression or anxiety.
Tell me about your parents.
And now we're going down a rabbit hole, and I'm going to end up having to talk about it more than I would like to. But
no, it's just interesting
tough.
Because Corey does talk a lot about it, right?
Yeah.
He was very honest about, like, it's hard to let the mistakes go.
Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, the thing that people don't get is, like, everybody, no matter what your job is, like, you make mistakes at some point, right? But the problem...
Not Daryl.
Aside from Daryl.
Other than Daryl, yeah, everyone else.
Yeah, so...
I literally have nobody that thinks I should be doing this podcast, including my co-host, but I still show up. I'm still here.
So, like, our mistakes, millions of people get to watch them and judge them.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine whatever your job is, like, if your mistake that you made, like, your once a month or once a week mistake got broadcast on TV and everybody got to judge, like, it's not
right.
That
and
is
then
the
everybody
not
gets
fun
on
part.
Twitter, and then
Yeah.
it's
Gosh,
you
Twitter.
have to live with it all week long.
So, like, after a good week, I'll look at Twitter. After a bad week, like, I'm not, after Phoenix, not even getting on.
Right.
Just not doing it. So
You stay out of it, huh?
yeah, it's tough. Like, Twitter is not a good place for me, so I just stay off of
Well, you
it.
know who it's a good place for? Mike Ruck. Mike Ruck. What is
I've
going on
heard a little bit about this.
in Twitter
I don't,
world?
I don't know all of it.
Well, that's Angela's husband, and he has been on this campaign of just destroying her career is kind of what it looks like from afar.
No.
This is the tweet he sent this week.
Wait, are they, like, against each other, or she's...
No, they're together.
They're together, but
Yeah.
he is very vocal about supporting her, and
Right?
So
I
a
mean,
couple weeks ago,
he's a supporting husband.
right?
sort of. He's lashing out at literally everybody in the sport,
Oh, no.
and he has a
Somebody
point.
should take his phone away.
We're gonna find out if he has a point.
Yeah.
Here's his most recent fight. This dipshit Kevin Harvick. First of all, that's
He
not how
loves
you...
the
No.
dipshit. That's his
No.
favorite.
Don't start there.
That's like one of the smartest guys in the garage.
Well, this dipshit Kevin Harvick thinks a bounty between Cup drivers is clever. They do this Sunday, moron. Oh, that's two names he called Kevin Harvick.
Wow.
I will pay $50,000 bounty if any Cup guy can beat Angela racing her truck and she gets to be in a KBM or GMS ThorSport truck. Equipment creates their talent. These clowns need attention. That is some hefty accusations.
Okay.
I'd be like, honey,
Yeah.
So he's saying,
it's time to put your phone down.
Yeah.
If Andrew gets a little mouthy with somebody, when we're just out and about, I get embarrassed. Calm down.
He's not wrong in the sense that, I mean, she's never driven good equipment, so we don't know how good or not good she is. But nobody is going to go win in that truck. Nobody's going to go run great in that truck.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I ran 35th every week, and then all of a sudden, a couple years later, I changed rides and I'm winning Cup races. Like, I didn't just I may have gotten a little better and learned over the last couple of years, but I didn't just magically figure out how to drive a race car.
Yeah.
Equipment is a huge part of it. So he's not wrong in that sense. But that tweet is really aggressive.
Well, you would think she would maybe get on there and do some damage control. Here is her response.
Well, she's already done that. She did that last week.
The first fight. She said, "Thanks, babe, for
Oh,
the
no.
confidence and support. I'll make it even better. I'll put up another $50K of my own and make it $100K. What do you say, Marcus? Want to have some fun? Perhaps double it? Anyone else want in? I believe in myself 100%.
I have a serious question for them.
You want to go take their money?
It's like $100,000
Right.
to go rent a KBM truck for a weekend.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, maybe 125, 150. I don't know what truck ride costs these days. Why not just take that $100,000 and go run a KBM truck then?
Right. Well, I think she tried that, but it sounds like that didn't work out.
Yeah, she blames Samantha Bush. Apparently, there was a opportunity for her to do that. I mean, I don't know how far down you want to go this rabbit hole, but we can.
I'm not steering the ship here, bud. That's you.
He said something about Delana too. You can't talk about Delana.
Oh my
listen, we
gosh.
know Kevin Harvick. This is not something you want to do, right?
No, I
And
mean,
don't start it with him.
Kevin is like if you sit down and have a conversation with Kevin, he is like one of the most well-spoken and smartest guys in the garage. Like you see like the clips of him getting mad and his temper or whatever, or him freaking out on the radio, but he is like his ideas on the sport and like his opinion of where the sport is and needs to go. I flew to Daytona with him, and like he is super smart and extremely put together. Like what he's doing in this bounty deal is good for everybody.
Sure.
Like it's good for the truck series. It's good for the Cup series. It gets people talking about it. Like it's good for everybody involved.
Did you get tempted? Were you like, well, wait a minute.
I
now.
don't have $125,000 to go rent a truck.
Well, sell some of those cars. You got a lot of cars.
I
You
do-
got a lot of cars.
I do have a lot of cars, but I don't have a lot of cars that are super expensive. So
That's not.
I have one
accurate.
that's really expensive. But
and a half.
The rest of them are on loan.
She's
They're on
got some
loan.
nice cars. So then Mike, somebody said to Mike, well, I hope Kyle Busch puts her in a truck just to see you lose your money. You know, they're kind of getting at him. He said, we had that done last year, but Samantha Bush with her crappy reality show blocked it because she didn't want the attention to sway from her failed reality TV show. I mean, now he's picking fights with Kyle Busch.
I'm not touching the TV show.
So
What do you think of the TV show?
We're hoping it's coming back.
we reviewed every episode
We
on
loved
the
it.
podcast.
Was
here.
it? So I never watched it, and
How do you not watch it?
I was
So good.
I was
Should have won an Emmy.
scared of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Who talks like that? Who's,
All of
All
them.
of them.
Yeah, we're race car wives.
oh wow.
This is my Gucci pillow.
Oh my God, you did so
Oh,
good,
they're bougie.
babe.
Oh, they bougie.
They bougie.
Although I will say Ashley Bush was my favorite. I liked Ashley Bush.
yeah,
She was great.
I don't
I'm a big Whit and Mariel fan. I mean,
Did you wa- you
they
never
made a
watched?
real fan out
know,
of
and
me.
I really haven't met like I've been around Samantha a
Uh-huh.
little bit. She's always been super nice to me.
Yeah, she's
Right.
fun. I don't like him throwing that baby up in victory lane. We gotta.
It's a little sketchy, right?
Sunday Money is here to say, stop throwing that boy up in the air. One of these times, Kyle's got little chicken arms. That baby's gonna fall right through, and I'm not here for that. I like that little kid. He's a sweet kid. Rexton, right?
yeah.
Yeah, no more throwing him up. Go ahead. You never watched a single episode?
No. I was a little concerned about how it may or may not go, but I just didn't watch it, and I didn't really see anything too bad from it, right? So,
It didn't do any favors to anybody, except we really enjoyed it.
I did. I loved it.
It didn't do any favors brand wise for anybody.
but it was like enjoyable to watch.
Do you like train wrecks and car accidents? Because it's a lot like that.
But like, isn't every reality show a train wreck?
Right.
Well, like The Bachelor.
It was kind of scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little bit
I mean,
scripted.
you know they're creating their own drama for it. But like,
There was an up and coming driver. What was her name? Do you remember that driver? Amber.
Amber.
You know Amber. Amber.
I do.
A hot talent, up and coming in the sport, getting her shot.
Did she get a shot?
Really? Have you seen her anywhere lately?
I mean, I haven't, but it sounds like you're talking shit. I don't know. I'm not doing anything here.
Let's just say she was the Chase Elliott of her rookie year. No, listen.
Isn't that like? Didn't he win Rookie of the Year in the Cup Series
He did.
and like win the Xfinity Championship as a rookie?
He did. My only thing was he was such a hot shot in Xfinity, and when he came to Cup, everybody that I worked with was like, "This guy's gonna win all these races." And all I kept saying, for those of the Chase guys that are tweeting me right now, I said was he's not gonna win his rookie year, and he didn't. And then I said he's not gonna win his second year, and he didn't. And then he became a superstar that he is. He's very talented. I just thought he was gonna choke for his first year or two, and he did.
How many races did Kyle Larson win his rookie year?
I'm also. How do I feel?
He's also anti Kyle Larson.
I'm not a Kyle Larson fan.
How many races did Jeff Gordon win his rookie year?
I don't know that. Did he not win any?
I think 600 his second year was his first win, right?
Yeah, but then he became Jeff Gordon.
Jeff
Gordon.
I'd say, I mean, 2-time most popular driver already.
Yes.
Xfinity Series champion, six wins.
No, I think he's a superstar now.
I'm just taking up for my teammate here because I think he's a pretty great race car driver.
I think he's a superstar now, but what you were referring to is the first 2 years I was a little hard on him. Deservedly.
Didn't he make the round of 8 both years?
Ryan Newman found himself in the champ. People find their way into the
Okay.
chase. It's not.
I haven't
chase
made the
anymore.
round of 8 yet.
You're going
so what do you
to.
think about me?
You're in right now. How you feel about
Locked in.
that? You're locked in.
Yeah.
We're sitting here. We've never even had somebody on our show.
You had Joey Logano won the
Logano.
championship.
But besides Joey, you're the other driver that's won races that's on the show, and that's pretty exciting. So I'm ready for you, man. But I have been not very nice about Kyle Larson either. I think he's struggled, and you're a dirt guy.
Yeah.
You go to all these races. You work on these little cars.
I was more a pavement midget guy, but like dirt midgets, same world.
Yeah. So what do you see when you are racing against a guy like Larson that just destroys people everywhere else, and then he's in Cup and he can't? What does that mean? I don't understand it. People will tell you on Twitter. I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. That's why I'm asking you.
Sure
don't. You are a pro.
I think he can run the dirt cars harder than everybody else. You look at how he drives. It shows up more, I feel like, in the wing sprint car. Because you watch the wings, like the Outlaw guys, they're so smooth. They look like they're perfect every lap. They drive the cars real straight. And Kyle looks like he's out of control. Like, way more angle in the car, like through the bumps, different line all the time, moves around way more, like bouncing off the fence. But he is so fast that way. Like, if I went and did that, I'd slow down from being smooth, but somehow he does it and runs faster. So I just feel like he's able to drive those cars harder than some of the other guys. With the midget, I don't know that that's the same situation.
You have a team, right?
Yeah, so we have 2 cars.
This guy's he's a team owner.
He's a team owner.
Yeah, ABR.
Well, plug him, man.
Yeah,
Plug
we
'em.
got some merch.
And tell us where we can get those windbreakers.
Yeah, we got some windbreakers, hoodies, t-shirts, hats.
I'm gonna wear the shit out of mine.
I think it's
Corey never gives me anything.
There's a link there.
I'll wear your stuff. Do you have a hat I can
I'm
wear?
not going to give it to you, but
You have to buy it,
you
Daryl.
have to buy it on the website.
You're not that close,
All
okay?
right, what's the website? AlexBowmanRacing.com.
Yeah, I think there's a link to the store from there somewhere, but
all black everything. You got a lot of black merch.
Yeah. Have you ever seen me wear something that's not black?
One time I saw you wear a red T-shirt.
Really?
It was like Valvoline T-shirt back.
Oh, okay. So if it's a sponsor shirt, like they don't give me black sponsor stuff.
But no, all your cars are black.
Yep. Every single vehicle I own is black.
All your pants. I've never seen you in anything but black pants.
I'm wearing blue
He's
jeans
wearing
right
blue
now.
jeans right
So
now.
Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news in the world of NASCAR.
yeah, I don't own a pair of black pants.
I feel like you're always in black pants. Or black, maybe just black shirts, right?
Yeah, typically black shirts, black Vans. I'm gonna go get some black pants now and finish it off. But yeah, so I'm grungy.
Yeah, you heard that
Yep,
this morning.
Nicole.
Speaking of craziness, I wanted to ask you about if we found out today online that somebody started a Alex Bowman, let's say the Showman Twitter, like a parody Twitter account.
Oh no.
Would you go to litigation if somebody was pretending to be you online?
Oh, I don't want to touch this with a 10-foot pole. Leave me out of this. This is why I don't do podcasts. I get in trouble all the time.
But how do you like follow any of the parody accounts? Are you into that?
Yeah, I follow some parody accounts. I don't know.
You're right. Don't touch it.
I'm scared right now. So every podcast Daryl and I have done, I have gotten like severely reprimanded for. Every podcast I've done without Daryl, I've also gotten reprimanded for.
So I don't think it's me.
I've
I think
never
you're
gotten
the common denominator
I've never
here.
gotten as severely reprimanded as the time you FaceTimed my ex-girlfriend while live on Facebook with me.
We were trying to olive branch is what it's called, Lauren?
No, we weren't.
You were extending the olive branch.
I was like, let's call her and see how it ended. And then we did, and that wasn't a good idea, and I apologized.
I wasn't even to the parking lot from the building that we were in before I was getting yelled at. So,
we once put a little graph on the screen, like a live poll that said, should Alex Bowman get a new girlfriend?
No.
That was another good one.
That was really bad.
But we've been friends a long time. I've been a big supporter of yours.
Thank you.
I think you have a promising career.
I'm just glad we steered the ship from your topic.
Yes, we're going to get away from that one. Lauren. I can ask Lauren, though. Lauren, how do you feel about if there was somebody pretending to be you on Twitter? Would you be upset? Well, I guess you work for NASCAR, too. You probably can't say anything.
I like this coffee.
I don't even care.
Yeah, but it was a big story this week. I don't have a problem with parody accounts other than like, I
think we know their parody account.
Yeah, but if you are saying something and somebody doesn't want you to say it, like they have a right to not want you to say those things. That's all I think.
I will say, so it happens on Instagram, not really Twitter as much, but
like a fake Alex Bowman?
Yeah, so fake Alex Bowmans pop up and they slide into people's DMs all the time.
Sup, girl?
So I get like these other DMs like, hey, is this you DMing me? And I'm like, no. Why would I have two Instagram accounts that are identical and one has 3 followers? Like, no, it's not me.
It's your Finsta.
Yeah, no, I don't do the Finsta thing.
No.
Sorry. If I'm going to DM you, I will slide right in the DMs from my regular Instagram. I am not scared.
I saw you had some DMs today. Are we allowed to see who's sending you? Are these like fan pages that are messaging you?
We can go through my top couple DMs.
Let's see who.
Friend from high school says miss you.
Oh.
My Chili Bowl group chat. It's called Where's Mickey? Because Mickey's my crew chief and he doesn't show up sometimes, and then we're like, Where's Mickey? So that's a group chat that we should probably not touch. And then like my best friend CJ Leary. Got a DM from Team Hendrick. That's really
not bad.
Yeah, no.
I would like you to share a story with us, though.
Story?
Yeah. Tell me a time about a driver that's been stern with you. Besides Danica, has somebody been stern with you? You've raced with legends now. You're in the big leagues. Has somebody come to you after a race and been like, don't pull that again or don't do this again? Because I feel like the older drivers pull that more, right? Like the younger drivers, you see them getting in fights, but I guarantee some older drivers will walk up and go, "You're driving."
They'll just try to scare you.
You're driving over your head, kid.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really think of a time that has really. I drive so clean.
You are. You're a clean driver.
Like,
why'd Danica get so mad? She said
because she couldn't pass me.
She said she was going to kick him in the.
Yeah, she did.
Wow.
She was mad at me.
She was an angry elf.
I'm gonna kick you in the dick.
Yeah, I don't. She didn't like me. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I raced super clean to a point. I've never had like a big deal with like a older driver. I don't really have any good stories. There was one time like 2 years ago, where Jimmy, William, and I ended up 3 wide on a green-white checkered, and we kind of killed all of ourselves and cost all 3 of us a bunch of spots.
Did you guys get yelled at together in an office?
Jimmy was like, "What the hell are we doing? That was dumb." And we're just like,
he was like, "Sorry guys, I'm sorry for losing my temper."
Sorry guys.
Yeah,
sorry.
we just need to help each other more than that. But even like the Matt Kenseth deal at Phoenix, that wasn't bad. I wrecked Greg Pursley in a West race at Phoenix. Just got loose under him and cleaned him out for the lead. Like, he crashed a lot. And he was real mad after the race. And then he started drinking beer, and he stopped yelling at me, so it was all good.
That's what Lauren and I would do every race. We'd be like, sorry, got loose. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a racing deal.
But yeah, I don't know.
That's good. You do drive clean. You're
as long
clean
as
driver.
you don't flip me off for like 10 laps straight, I drive pretty clean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what was that? That happened last year.
Yeah, who was flipping? Who flipped?
We don't.
We all
recall any of
know.
this stuff.
Oh, yeah. We're not gonna
Hey,
talk
he
about
said he saw him in the DO lot the other day. He said, "Good job, homie." After California, so that's the first time we've spoke since the Roval. So things are getting better.
You talked to.
That's right.
Do you still keep in touch with Dale? You guys talk a lot.
No, we talk every now and then. I saw he was selling his house in Key West, and I text him. I'm like, "Yo, that's like your favorite place. Why are you selling it?"
He's like, cash strapped, bro.
No, he
Gotta
said,
go liquid.
out of
Gotta go
money.
liquid.
He said he's got a new favorite place, so he's got to move. He's got to have his beach house at a new beach.
Oh,
so,
right.
Maybe a little more kid-friendly beach.
That's probably a good
It's
idea.
probably important in his life right now. So, yeah, Dale has been a huge part of my career.
Yeah.
I literally would not have a job, right? Well, I'd probably have a job, but it'd be like flipping burgers because I'm not good at much. Without Dale's help, so I try to keep in touch when I can, for sure.
Yeah. So now we're wrapping things up, but we have some more stories to get through. I just want to get your opinions on these. Our driver, Corey LaJoy, sent a little handwritten love note to Mr. Hendrick.
Was it a love note?
Well,
That's
it was
kinda
just like,
odd.
hey, listen, I'm shooting my shot, as the
Yeah,
kids
let me
say.
drive your car.
Yeah. Did you hear about this? And is that something you would ever do? Is write a letter to a team owner?
Yeah, I mean, if that was the play that I thought I needed to make or the best shot I thought I had, I would definitely take that.
Because you're going to need a new teammate next year, whether it be Corey or somebody.
Yeah, I am gonna need a new teammate. Hopefully, I'm in a contract year too, so hopefully I stay where I'm at. But yeah, that's a tough one. That's a hard situation to know what the right move is.
You would never write a letter.
I don't know. I feel like
How's your
people-
penmanship?
Yeah.
Terrible. I would type that shit for sure. Man, I could not write it. Mr. H would spend more time trying to decipher what I was saying. I would double space it so it made it look bigger because typically I don't have a whole lot to say. But
In movies, the football coach or the basketball. I just watched this movie with Ben Affleck the way back, and he's a basketball coach, and he's screaming at the kids during the game, and all the football movies. Do the team owners, has Mr. H ever yelled at you? Do they ever get loud? The race car team, and you see Mr. Gibbs looks like he's a yogi. He doesn't even he's just Zen all the time. Have you?
Mr. H has gotten pretty mad a couple times. I mean, there was
where he raises his voice.
There was a time last year where we weren't running how we needed to be, the 88 car specifically, and we got sat down and it's like, hey, you need to get your shit together. There was a big talk there, and after Homestead last year, he was pretty disappointed just with some of the things that happened at Homestead, and just I think not necessarily on the 88 side, but just it wasn't a great week for the company, and he was pretty heated. So he's definitely super involved. He is so passionate. He just wants to win. He does not care what it takes. He will give us all the tools and resources we possibly need. Just wants to win. Doesn't want any excuses. Wants it to get done, and wants us to run up front. So if you start trying to make excuses and he's giving you all the tools that you say you need and you still can't go out there and deliver, he gets pretty fired up.
Yikes.
Corey has us believing that certain drivers get better springs. If you're on a team of 4, you can go in and be like, I need this, I need that, I need the whiskers. What are they called? The whiskers?
I don't know. I blank out during
Tell-
that time.
he said there's a new thing on the cars where it's called
I think they're
whiskers.
whiskers.
The what?
I don't know what's it called. Do you know what I'm talking about?
My car doesn't have any whiskers.
You don't have any whiskers?
I don't get the good whiskers.
Maybe he's talking it's going to be on the new car.
The
Maybe.
Wickers.
The Wickers.
The Wickers.
The Wickers.
Do you have-
The whiskers?
Do you have Wickers?
What in the world?
Do you get better
Daryl.
Wickers than Chase
I
Elliott?
got some whiskers.
So he says some of the drivers, they can get better stuff. So you're saying that your organization, though, it's what you need, you can get.
I feel like the depth of Hendrick Motorsports, we bring 4 really good race cars to the track at all times. I think there are times, you get down to the very end of a season and you have one car in a round of 8 or Final Four or whatever, and everything you've got, best of everything. If you got to cut the side off of it the Wednesday before it goes on the truck, that car is going to be the priority. But for the most part, I mean, everything we have on all 4 cars, the best we've got.
Do you feel that Willie B is the favorite in that house? Because Lauren and I feel like Mr. H really likes Willie B. That's like his boy.
I don't know who the favorite is. I think it's hard to argue against Chase's results. He has the most wins there over the last couple years.
I feel like Jimmy's the favorite.
The 88 car has the best average finish there last year.
You're the one paying the bills for everybody right
we
now.
We had the best average finish at Hendrick Motorsports in 2019. I don't think we got the credit we deserved for that one, but I don't know. I think
he loves all his children equally.
Yeah.
I mean, we're half kidding, but William has been really fun to watch because he's a new William. Ever since he got this girlfriend, he is out of the shell.
Yeah,
William.
Ever since he got an apartment. It was the apartment, not the girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
He moved out of mom and dad's house.
Right.
Got an apartment.
A little freedom.
Yeah. I mean, you get some freedom. You turn 21. You can drink.
Hair's a little longer. Got a girlfriend.
Yeah. He is no longer sheltered baby Byron. He is Slick William.
He is William Byron.
And I heard he's fun to hang with.
He gets after it.
Yeah.
He is not a sheltered little kid anymore.
We're so happy he grew into a man.
We are.
Have you gotten, my last question, unless Lauren has anything, have you gotten used to the fact, because you grew up racing, you've loved racing your whole life, you are teammates with the best driver alive, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's been...
Do you get used to that, or are you still kind of starstruck?
I would say I'm used to it because of the humble person that he is. He's just... There's a lot of really big names at Hendrick Motorsports, whether it's Jeff Gordon, Dale Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Rick Hendrick himself, big name crew chiefs, Chad Knaus, Allen.
Superstars.
Yeah, I mean, big names in the sport that have been around for a long time. But Jimmy is so humble. Jimmy was the first guy in the garage in 2014 to come up to me and be like, hey, you're running way better than that car should be running. You're doing a really good job. So he's always been that humble, down-to-earth guy. And I feel like he does a really good job of managing all the relationships around him and making people feel comfortable and special in their own way, and just he's a really good person. So I feel like that makes you used to it. But he's a huge resource to be able to lean on him and get help from him. He's a big part of my career for sure.
He's just such an icon. Lauren, you've done interviews with him too. There's something about his presence when he's around. I just can't get used to it sometimes. I'm like, this guy.
He's the GOAT.
He's the shit, man.
Literally,
he is the real thing.
Yeah.
Not like these other guys we got to talk to all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fake it till you make it over here. But,
right.
We'll take a quick break, come back, and we'll do our Clutch Performer of the Week.
Sir, are you aware you were going 40 miles an hour? This is a residential area.
Sure, but I'm on my lawnmower? Wait, am I getting a ticket?
No, I've just never seen anyone top 9 miles an hour on one of those bad boys. And mow their entire lawn in 30 seconds? What got into you?
Well, it did fuel up at Sunoco this morning.
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. We've been doing it for American racing for over 50 years. Fuel your best.
Citywide to countryside. Whatever you drive, wherever you go, Hercules Tires has the value, selection, and industry-leading warranty to get you there, no matter where the road takes you. Go to HerculesTire.com. There you can find the nearest authorized Hercules retail location to you. Plus, you can use the tire tracker to find out which Hercules tire fits your vehicle the best. That's HerculesTire.com. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
And we're back. Welcome back to Sunday Money. I hope you guys have enjoyed this show. Maybe you'll say nice things and quit talking so much shit online.
Wow.
Sorry.
Who are they talking?
They're just talking it
shit
to
about
you,
your haircut?
Daryl.
Literally just to me.
It's
just your haircut.
I don't know, Alex. They say
It's not even that.
And
it's
what
his
is that
terrible
hoodie?
personality.
What?
My girlfriend made this for me.
She made it?
Yeah, she's got this bucket, and you put the rubber bands on, and you dip it. You want me to get you one?
Wow.
She's crafty.
I'm sorry, Daryl's girlfriend. I don't know which camera to look at, but I just feel like I need to apologize to her because I just said, "What is that hoodie?" And she
literally
made it.
No, she got it for me at Target.
Oh,
It was on sale. It was a good deal.
I thought she was going to be mad at me.
No, she's real sweet. It's time for the Clutch Performer of the Week. So the Clutch Performer of the Week is brought to you by Clutch Coffee Bar in Mooresville, North Carolina. You can order Clutch coffee beans online and have them shipped directly to you. Go to clutchcoffeebar.com. All right, we're going to let you pick since you're our guest. Hi, Poppy. Alex, who is the Clutch Performer of the Week? This is somebody that, rose to the occasion.
Poppy is the Clutch Performer of the Week.
Sure is.
Did you see somebody out there that you were like?
So we looked through the results before the show and tried to be like who ran better than they should. Max strength, extra protection, butt paste. That's what that is.
What's butt paste, Lauren?
Reviewing a diaper rash, Daryl.
Oh my gosh.
We have gone off the rails. All right, so who's your Clutch Performer Coffee of the Week?
So I feel like there wasn't really like a car that ran way better than they should.
She just Brextoned that baby. Did you see that?
I threw it right off.
It's time for the Clutch Performer of the Week. All right, Alex Bowman. No, somebody that overperformed.
I'm gonna pick two.
Here we go. And Chase Elliott plug coming in 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to go with Tyler Reddick on one of them because he was running really well until he cut a tire. He blew my doors off pretty early in the day. So that was good to see from him. I thought he was doing a really good job. And then Chase coming back to run top 10 after a loose wheel.
Boy, you're a company man.
I didn't have a loose wheel and I couldn't run top 10.
I'm just kidding. I get it.
I thought he did a good job there.
Did you send him a text?
No.
He probably can't text when he's flying his airplane.
No texting and flying.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. Have you
so I feel like there is some free time up there. Can pilots text and fly?
Yeah, they have autopilot, but I don't know how that. Have you been in his plane? I heard he has an airplane.
I think, he has an airplane.
No, I know, but have you been in his airplane?
No, I don't get that. I'm not part of the cool kids club.
That's what I was going to say. Do you find it odd that your teammate has his own airplane and flies himself and you never got an invite?
I mean, I don't get invited to a lot of things.
Lauren will invite you to her Super Bowl party.
You look at like the cool like driver kids club. You got like William and Chase and Blaney and Bubba, and they like go everywhere together and do everything.
But not Alex.
My phone's never rang.
This is his sad tweet.
Aww.
This is my sad tweet. No, I keep to myself though. So
I want to be
good.
like the cool kids. So your performer is Tyler Reddick
and
Chase Elliott. Unfortunately, it doesn't say the Clutch Performers of the Week. You have to pick one.
No.
What?
I'm a rule breaker.
All right, well, we can vote. You want to pick between Tyler Reddick and Chase Elliott?
I took a nap during the race, so I don't feel like I'm qualified.
So you're all about that nap car, huh?
Yeah, I just watched the beginning and
nap,
the end.
and then watch the end.
Well, I will say it's very impressive what Tyler has started to become. He is...
And he has a baby.
And he's got a new baby. We're in the babies right now. But Chase Elliott has not slowed up, man. He is a fierce competitor, and... From what I'm hearing, that's very difficult what he did, is what you're saying, Alex, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think he had a really good car, but I don't think the Hendrick cars were what they were the previous 2 weeks.
Didn't you say loose wheel?
Yeah, so he had a loose left front.
I have never had that, Lauren. That doesn't sound easy to drive.
No, and
loose wheel.
And he had to pit under green, went a lap down, drove back around, like got back on the lead lap, and then drove back through the field to get to the top 10. So I think that's a pretty solid thing to do there. That's tough.
Can we give it to Chase then?
I think it should go to both of them.
Chase Elliott is our Clutch Performer of the Week. Guys, don't forget to visit Clutch Coffee Bar in Mooresville or go to clutchcoffeebar.com. All right, well, it's time for a couple quick reviews of Sunday Money. We want to thank Alex Bowman for being here. Alex, you're going to hear how great this show is. I know you don't listen.
Do you want me to read the reviews or she?
Sure. You want to read some reviews?
I'm trying to find one.
I can't read.
So people leave us reviews all the time, right? Lots of 5 stars. They say they love the show.
I want more negative ones.
Are there really bad ones?
Oh, yeah, and they're usually always about me because...
Let me read a bad one about Daryl.
Okay.
I mean, really, just search through any of them.
You'll find...
I feel like we haven't had a lot of bad ones lately about Daryl because he's changed his ways.
Well, I'm not allowed to talk bad about other podcasts, other drivers.
More volume, please. 2 stars.
We're trying to figure it out,
I'd really like to listen to this, but I can hardly hear it through my headphones. Unlike other podcasts... When the hosts speak, it's half the volume of the commercials.
Damn it.
Dang it, we shouldn't have given him that one. Really read the positive ones?
Called Daryl Rutledge on the internet. So yeah, 5 stars for that. Thanks for the content.
Okay, keep going. I like this. Alex is good at this.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There's one about Corey being in the 48. How you like that?
Oh.
Cool. I'm just looking for a bad one.
Okay, I'll find you one more.
Audio still needs work.
Yep, we're working through it. It's not our fault, guys.
Come on, where is it?
Hold on, I'll find you a bit. They're
Just
all
get on
over.
Twitter last night, Daryl. Who were you fighting with on
Very
Twitter?
boring and no personality.
Thank
I would
you.
recommend listening if you're trying to be put to sleep. Literally listen to any other NASCAR podcast before
Thank
this
you.
one. Thanks, eman526.
Not
E-Man.
nice. Not nice. Hold on, I'll find you.
Vsauce96 says definitely bottom of the barrel. Out of all the racing podcasts out there, this one is for sure the worst.
Yeah, that was our favorite.
Turn your time devotion elsewhere, whether it's Dale Jr. Download, Door Bumper. Oh, don't listen to that one. Glass Case of Emotion, Michael Waltrip Unfiltered, or the new Barstool Show.
Here, read the first one.
2/3 of a decent show. Kill off Daryl and we're in business. Do you want to read the screen name?
You can.
Read the screen name.
Is that loose
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 Puss.
puss?
That-
Yeah.
that's who wrote
That's
that.
my screen name.
Lauren,
I'm just kidding.
this is what happens to me. Do you have any advice for
I'm
me?
in trouble. I
Alex,
quit.
do you have any advice for me to get people to like me better on the podcast? You
Yes,
got to do a
stop
show
being
with us.
yourself,
No,
Daryl.
that's not nice.
Oh, I mean, you're like me. Daryl needs to go. The show is fantastic. When Daryl isn't there, please find somebody other than Daryl to co-host. His interruptions are so frustrating.
Did you feel like I interrupted you a lot today?
Yeah, for sure.
No, come on,
You asked
dude.
me questions and we answered 0 of them.
Well, we are looking for a new podcast
More
host.
Corey, less of the other nitwit.
That's me. I'm the other
You're
nitwit.
the
These
other
are
nitwit.
freaking awesome.
Dude, did you see what I'm dealing with?
Can we get shirts with these reviews on them?
That's what we've talked about. Bottom of the barrel is what we're wishing that we would have called this podcast.
Read this one. Read that
I
one.
want my own podcast called Bottom of the Barrel.
Read
Or
the
just
first
call
one.
it No Personality. Knock, knock. Who's there? Interrupting Daryl. Interrupting Daryl. Poppy pooping is better than Daryl interrupting Corey's informative stories. I'm still giving 5 stars because Lauren and Corey are great. I hope
Thank
y'all
you.
keep this going next year.
So I'm quitting the podcast. I'm here to announce this is my last
Wow.
one. I don't want to do it anymore. I hate you guys. NASCAR fans are the worst. I do like NASCAR Reddit, though. Those guys are good, and I like
Are
the
they?
YouTubers. Yeah, those are good guys.
The YouTubers.
I do like the NASCAR fans. I just don't like when you guys are mean to me. Bullying
NASCAR fans are just mean in general.
hurts. I got feelings, and you hurt every damn near one of them.
We have a
last
moment
week.
of silence for
Daryl.
Internet Rutledge's bullying.
I'm done. That's it. I'm going to get a new job. Alex, are you hiring with this coronavirus? I need a new job.
ABR is not currently looking for any employees.
Go to abrracing.com for your merchandise needs.
No, it's Alex Bowman Racing.
Alex Bowman Racing, and you can get one of these windbreakers.
These windbreakers are sick, man.
Let's end it. That's enough. Bye, guys.
Woo!
It's O Reward Bonus Points Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Stop in today for store-wide savings. Plus, earn double O Reward points on all sale items like wiper blades, motor oil, tools, accessories, and more. Not an O Rewards member yet? Well, sign up today online or in store and take advantage of Bonus Points Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. It's fast, easy, and free. But hurry, double points are only available for a limited time. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Thanks for listening to Sunday Money, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts, also brought to you by Hercules Tires, our producer, Alexa Henriette.